All right, for station two, we're going to take a look at figurative language. I'm going to give an important note or highlight an important note that you'll find in your reader's journal shortly, but just keep in mind that the literal meaning of a word is its dictionary definition, and the figurative meaning of a word includes all the associations, symbols, and emotions that may be connected to the word. So when we say something, we can mean it literally or we can mean it figuratively, and that's what we're going to investigate today with the poem Harlem. Okay, so we're going to start with Poets Journal 4.1 or page 47, and we're going to learn a little bit more about figurative language in poetry. One way to start understanding poetry is to understand the different kinds of language poets use. One thing that helps distinguish poetry from other forms of writing is its use of language. Often, when we hear a word, we think of its dictionary definition. We call this the literal meaning. For example, hand me that pen so I can sign Liam's birthday card. In this sentence, the speaker is asking for an actual literal pen, which we can use for writing. However, sometimes we may mean something slightly different from the literal meaning. So, in the second example, the pen is mightier than a sword. When people say this, they do not literally mean that in a duel, the person holding a pen would beat a person holding a sword. What they mean is that the word is, or the words are often stronger than acts of violence. When people speak in this way, they are using something called figurative language. A word's figurative meaning might be a symbol or representation of something else. The key is that the figurative meaning contains ideas, emotions, or connections that differ from the dictionary definition. So, although all writers may use the tools of figurative language, it appears in poetry more frequently than in other kinds of writing. So, let's review. What is figurative language? That's when we use words or feelings associated with the words or word. What is literal language? Literal language is the dictionary definition of the word, what it literally means. All right, so for part two, you're going to practice your own examples of figurative language. Each item in the chart below lists a figurative statement. We will review the first example, and then you're going to work independently in the station to name the literal meaning of each figurative expression. So the first example is, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. I'm not physically going to eat a horse, but I'm trying to explain that I'm really hungry. So the literal meaning there is that I'm very hungry. All right, so I'm going to have you do 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going to set a 3-minute timer. If you need a few extra minutes, you can always pause to finish. I also wanted to highlight that number 4 is another example of figurative language. Besides the fact that we're looking for the literal meaning, it's actually written as a simile, so it compares two things using the like or as. Another example of figurative language is used often in poetry. So number 1, it's raining cats and dogs. Number 2, I'm on cloud 9. Number 3, don't let the cat out of the bag. Number 4, it sank like a stone. What are those literal meanings? All right, so let's take a look and see if your literal meanings match mine. So it's raining cats and dogs. That means it's raining a lot. Number two, I'm on cloud nine. I'm very happy. Don't let the cat out of the bag. Don't tell me a secret, or don't let the secret get out. Could be another way to think about it. It sank like a stone. It sank very easily or was very heavy.